Hi, Neville Hobson here, Saturday, December the 6th, 2008, and I'm actually looking at an iPhone 3G, which I've been playing around with for the last week, and here you see it in its current state with not on, although it is turned on. It's in kind of idle mode. We'll turn it on. A couple of quick thoughts about it, and that's it. Very nice. So you can see the icons and everything else. Impressions. Well, it's without question a delightful piece of equipment. It's the most well-designed, beautiful, elegant, easy-to-use mobile device I've ever touched, I have to say. And having got to know it over the past week, I haven't explored every aspect of it, but what I have explored is fascinating. There's pluses and minuses, mostly pluses, I have to say. A couple things to mention. First off, the video capability is zero. There is none. In fact, I'm recording this on a Nokia N95 8GB as one contrast, I suppose, from what you can do with one of these Nokia phones. And of course, I'm filming it live via QIK. This camera, let me just press the button, you can just get a sense of how that works. That's it. It's actually delightful, easy to use. And yeah, the light's not too brilliant with this, I must admit, but it's really quite good. And 2 megapixel, nothing special for snaps. That's it. Unlike the Nokia phone, which is 5. But you're seeing the home screen, and it does cool things like this. I can switch between my home pages. A couple of things I want to point out. Let's see. What am I going to look at first? Let's look at the phone. Yeah, you can see how quick it is, and that's one of the things I note. It's a heavily graphical intensive device to get it. It's very quick, and you always press this button to get back to your home screen. Look at how quick all that loaded. You can see a range of icons. You can customize this in the sense of move them around in this grid, but for instance, if I've got a screen like that with only a few, what I'd like to be able to do is have the option to move this one, say, here, that one over there with spaces in between, but you can't do that. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find that a bit disappointing. So I haven't really done an awful lot here to customize the phone. I've added a few apps. You can see, for instance, WordPress, Twitter Phone, what else have we got on here? Google, and the rest of it is as is. And on the other screen, what have I added from the App Store? Nightstand, that's like a clock. Solfree, a game. NetNewsWire RSS reader. And Tweety. And Tweety is the only app so far that I've actually purchased, and that's a Twitter client. I prefer Twitter Phone myself, but that's going through some issues at the moment that I hope the developer's going to fix pretty soon. So let's take a look at Tweety. It's actually a pretty good app. We load it, and what it does, as you can see, maybe loading. It's using my Wi-Fi network, and you can see that it displays tweets this way, and these are from my community, and that's how you scroll. It's really neat, I have to say. So that's the tweets from everyone. I can look at the replies that people have sent to me with that key, and yeah, there we have it. And I can use also direct messages that way, both received and sent, which is pretty neat. So it's quick, this phone. The intuitiveness is fabulous. To do things is great. As WordPress, I've got it configured to post to my WordPress.com blog, not my self-hosted WordPress, as an experiment just to try it out, and it worked absolutely faultlessly. Pretty neat. So other things that I have looked at, let's see, I've kind of played around with on the iPod thing. I've currently got FIR on here, and so if I press that, I can listen to it. Press better.
For more than 35 years.
That's where the speaker sound comes out of there. And it shows you the cover art. That's the podcast that I do. It's pretty damn neat, isn't it? It's very easy, and if I had the headphones plugged in, I'd be listening to it. So you can see how quick. I mean, it's very responsive, isn't it? So, I mean, I'm just randomly going through stuff, quick impressions that I've done here. I showed you phone. We'll look at the browser, and that's showing, well, the last page that I looked at, which was, what was that? Oh, yeah, that was a Canadian site to do with copyright video. Pretty interesting. So if I wanted to look at something else, so I could press bookmarks. I don't have a lot in here right now. Really, nothing. history. What have we got in there? Yeah, I mean, it's not a great deal in there. I'll look at my own blog, which is always cool to see how your own blog looks on. Did that do it? No, hang on, try that one. That's it. So it's now connecting to my site. You can see in the bar, and it's doing it over Wi-Fi. And I'm sitting in my kitchen where the signal's not particularly strong here, and I can actually see. You might be able to see that at the top. The cellular signal's almost gone. But that's what the blog looks like on an iPhone screen, which is actually pretty good. And my blog, I've got Intense Debate installed for commenting,